holding on to the overs of the spinners as of now. Surya Kumar Yadav is it's gone to Mukesh Kumar.
It'll be interesting again how they pace this out, because very much gettable. 91 of 60. We've got Matthew Wade, who's been unbeaten in this series so far. Look at the spinners. The spinners, 2 for 19 and none for 11. So that is 6 overs, 2 for 30. So they've got 1 over apiece.
Yeah, and the interesting part about this is that you look at this Indian top 6 and they're highly skilled, can't fault them from a batting perspective. But on a night like tonight where the wicket's just gripping a bit, if you had that extra spin option, part-time spin option, Tilak Varma's not playing tonight, that would be ideal against these Australian batsmen. They don't have that, and that's probably the one area in this Indian team that leaves them a little bit vulnerable when the conditions are like this and you want to get more overs of spin to be able to expose the opposition.
And Matthew Wade to come after this. Oh, that's pulled over, fine leg. Fine leg's inside the circle and that'll go all the way. I won't be happy with that delivery, Mukesh.
And that's exactly what Tim David's going to do here. He senses that there's a chance to really put this Indian team under pressure, particularly Surya Kumar Yadav. He's gone back to his seaman, Mukesh. Fine legs up. He's bowled a little leg cutter. And he's just up and undered it over that fielder who's up in the ring. For a simple boundary for Tim David.
And if the plan is to see through the next 2 overs of spin, that is, it's important that you take a little more chances, or you take attacking mindset against the seamers. The required run rate well within reach, less than 9, shade above 8.5. It's like 84 required of 58, so 12 balls of spin, and you said 12 runs, take it easy. You're looking at 68 of 46 deliveries, which is again very, very doable and achievable. When you look at these 2 batters and the batters to come after, very strong against seam bowling. There you go, an over left of Bishnoi, over left of Akshar. But then look at the other bowlers. Arshdeep 1 over for 14, Avesh 16 in his 2, Mukesh 18 already in 1.5 overs that he's bowled. The third inside the circle, so is fine leg. Yorker ball slices it for a single. And 9 runs already of the first 4 deliveries.
Would you say create a bit more pressure by keeping the spinner from one end? Bowl 1, 12 and 14? Because you can't keep them or hold them for too long.
No, and that's my point. Ideally, you would have wanted to have another 3 or 4 overs of spin, which means the only way to get it into this Indian team is via losing one of those quicks, or you've got another option in your top 6 with the batting.
Well, like Washington Sundar would have loved to bowl on the surface. Again, handy batter himself. And I actually thought that he might get a game today.
I did as well, but the only problem is maybe the Indian hierarchy felt that there was too many right-handers in this Australian batting lineup. It doesn't mean that he can't bowl as a right-arm off-spinner to right-handers. There's always this theory that it's the match-up for the batsman and it's in their favour, but you see plenty of times batsmen perishing when it's their match-up, as we did the other night. Travis Head got out to Akshar Patel.
Nicely bowled. Finishes the over with that Yorker. 80 for 3 after 11. Australia need 81 more runs. 54. He's gone back to his main bowler, Ravi Bishnoi. This is going to be his last over. It's been magnificent once again. 2 for 19 in his first 3. A very orthodox field. I'd rather have him attack when Bishnoi is bowling.
in that swipe. They love that swipe against him. It's not been very successful so far.
I guess the line and the length. The moment you see the length a little fuller, the line outside off stump, you know you're not going to get out leg before or bowled. Yeah, a lot straighter and fuller.
Yeah, that's very clever bowling from Bishnoi.
Yeah, the Dream 11 top 5 fantasy players of this game. Trace Sayyar right at the top with 84. Ravi Bishnoi is not too far, 66 and counting. Got 4 more deliveries to go. Oh, flat batted straight down the ground for a massive 6.
That's exactly what Ben McDermott wanted there, to free his hands. We've seen him all night moving around the crease, clearing the stumps to access the ball better. He's done that beautifully there because Bishnoi gave him some width to work with to drag it from outside off. Brilliant shot from McDermott. Great intent. He's made the adjustments tonight and he's reaped the rewards.
Yeah, perfect example of slot for a bowled by a spinner, because most modern day batters don't run down the track, so that's a freebie given by a spinner where he doesn't have to use his feet.
Much better from Bishnoi. That's how he operates. Wicket to wicket. A couple of wickets that he's got so far, Ravi Bishnoi. Very similar. Again, attacking the stumps. One that left Travis head. Again, this one, not much timing. For the line. Attacking the stumps, very straight. He smashes that. Got a fielder there, he does well. Rituraj Gaikwad. This over, he's got a little bit of width to the batters. Yeah, those two there, you've got to give a lot of credit. They've been around the whole of country, right through the World Cup and now this series. Those two Australian fans.
When I saw that kid for the first time, I thought Sam Curran had changed colours. I honestly thought Sam Curran was wearing the Australian shirt in the crowd.
I've been duped every time I see him. Every time I've seen him, I've known that it's not Sam Curran. I've thought that this is Sam.
A proper fan, those two. But a great opportunity to see the country as well. Right through those 6 weeks of World Cup and then these 5 games.
Yeah, they've been a common part of the squad. There have been lots of changes in the Aussie squad, but they've been there.
Last ball of his spell. Again, smashes this down the ground. A good spell this. 2 for 29 from his 4, Ravi Bishnoi. 90 for 3 after 12 Australia.
Ravi Bishnoi, 2 for 29 off his 4. A couple of big sixes that were hit by Ben McDermott and Travis Head. Arshdeep Singh, just the one over, which went for 14. So he's back in the attack. He starts off with a slower one. That's in the gap. Effort, brilliant effort there by Yashasvi Jaiswal.
A top effort from the young man. Had to cover a fair bit of ground. A slower delivery. Tracked it outside off stump. Very good indeed.
He's starting to really power up, isn't he, Ben McDermott? And see, that's the effort you're talking about. 27 metres, brilliant stuff, and also got a clean hand on it too. That's executed the stop.
Very good delivery. He has to go and fetch it himself because everyone else is in the deep. 3 sixes. Ben McDermott built powerfully, but this was the first. And this was the surprise one because he had no idea where it had gone, but it had gone a long way and then just loads into it. Hit over, long on.
He's got a great bottom half power. That's where all your power comes from in hitting, where you can drive your hips through the ball, keep your bat on a plane and drive your hips through the ball. It's perfect power hitting, that.
It's been a great effort from him. You think of his effort in the field. Nearly took a stunner, Suryakumar Yadav, and then ended up taking him again. A low catch to his front, throwing himself around. It's a big unit, but moves quite smoothly, quite easily. And he's unbeaten on 38 of 28, so definitely a contender for the SBI Life Apne Liye Apno Ke Liye award tonight.
We've seen Arshdeep do this so many times in the IPL, coming at the back end of an innings, bowling those pace-off deliveries, the Yorkers. They're a big test for him. His temperament, of his character, after going for 14 in the first over and taken off.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly why this game is so important. Yes, India could have won the series in Raipur, but so many players from both sides auditioning for the big ticket event ahead. Only 5 games or 6 games left after this for both teams, so yeah, trying to fit in your jigsaw pieces. Backs away, carves it, and goes over deep point for a 6. Rinku Singh couldn't judge it.
What a way to bring up the 100 runs as well. He's been really impressive tonight. I'm happy to see him having a good game with the bat as well, because he was brilliant in the field, as you just said there, Kartik. One hand, little slice of Rooney, and that's gone. Absolutely gone.
Rinku, I don't think he judged it. I wonder if he had judged it all right. Would that be half a chance there for Rinku? He ran in initially and then realized it was going over his head.
He's backing away. He's nailing his Yorkers. Backs away again and gets it right. Rinku Singh is quick. So 12 runs coming out that over. 13 gone. 101 for 3. 60 required of 42. Seven overs left. 60 runs required. Still anybody's game. Well within striking distance, Australia.
Yeah, Indian spinners tonight again been very, very effective. Especially with that line, they've varied their length a bit, but predominantly have been in that good length or fuller length region.
Bit of a top edge, and Avesh Khan holds on to it. There was a bit of a stutter. Didn't look very convincing running in. It's about what you do in the end, and that's exactly what he has done. Held on to it. So a wicket at a crucial time for India, and it's Akshar Patel who's been so miserly amongst the wickets now.
So if India are going to win this match, they must take wickets. Continue to take wickets. Just a little swat to the onside. The moment that came off the top edge, he knew that he was in deep trouble, as did Avesh Khan. Still, it was caught. Tim David gone for 17, 102 for 4.
Last over of spin. In fact, 4 more deliveries left. Again, 40 deliveries left to get 59. So, one good partnership, couple of good overs, and you're within sighting distance. But on the attack, skipper Suryakumar Yadav got a bit of a test match feel to it. Short leg, man under the lid, both behind the stump and in front on the leg side, and a slip in place.
Oh, that's good captaincy. Matthew Short, who's got out to spinners quite a few times. From mid-ons inside the circle, a short leg and a slip. Oh, Tim David trying to be a little cute with that. He just paddle it round the corner for a single, gets a top edge, and Avish Khan, well, in the end, holds on to that catch. John for Akshay. A bit of nothing, that shot. The relief man, both Akshay and Avish.
In brilliant figures, brilliant bowling from Akshay Patel.
This could be an absolutely key for this last one. These are all the wickets for the spinners. Head firstly goes. And then finally Tim David scoops one around the corner. Avesh Khan. This is a key moment. India can somehow get McDermott out in this ball. It's a real game changer. The slip in place.
Fires it in. Closes down his spell. 14 gone.
Giving themselves some chance in the back end. Run rate required going up to mid-nines.
Spinners, they've taken 3 wickets today. Arshdeep Singh.
Have a look at this thing. Talk about turn. You don't really expect it off the bat. The second or third bounce here. Have a look at this. Take a deviation away from Arshdeep. Look at this thing. Boom. Let's get a degree of turn on that bad boy.
Did he actually hit it twice? That turns square.
You watch the game long enough, I tell you see some funny things, don't you?
A full bunger and gets the treatment that deserved. 54, Ben McDermott. And it's come at a handy time for him and for Australia.
Just got it wrong here. Just got into the zone. You watch this thing disappear as well. Oh, that is out of here. That is absolutely Slotsville.
Only dealing in sixes. McDermott, no boundaries so far, no fours, only sixes, 5 of them. Has been a lot more proactive and attacking in his mindset, and been smart as well. The way he kind of batted against the spinners. Looked a little out of touch in the last game. But what a time to bring up his 50.
It's amazing what a day can do. Just to regather, you had a look at the opportunities, you're directly off a flight, you've had to talk to your coaches, your mates, even people back home, and you start to think, right, well, how am I going to set up here? Because he's such a strong player, and when he's looking to be really positive, like he was in the field and with the bat, he looks unstoppable.
That's been sliced away. That's also racing away for 4. Smart batting. This time it's Matthew Short.
Very average bowling this from Arshdeep. Second full toss of the over. And second time he gets punished. There's more timing and placement involved in this one. Full toss. Juicy. Easy for Matthew shot. Hasn't got a lot of runs in this series, but would be happy with that gift.
Yeah, the idea is there. He wants to get it into the hole. Give nothing in terms of width. But when you get it full like that, it's a real free hit. Took him a couple of goes to do it, but that was the ball into the hole. No width at all through the offside. Just crowd the plate, as they would say in baseball, when you've got these big swingers that are looking to flash away to the offside or down the ground. They need that bit of width. That's why they clear their feet, to make sure they do, or they step away to the onside.
"12 so far of the over. One delivery left. Taken in the air, and Rinku Singh is quick enough to take it. Hayden wanted this wicket in the last over. If India wanted to win, it's coming over late. Has it come at the right time? 45 required of 30 as Ben McDermott departs.
Be very disappointed with that shot. Ben McDermott was another full toss. But what a wicket for India. Needed to get Ben McDermott back into the arch. That's exactly what happens here. Toes it to Rinku Singh.
He's disappointed. He knows it.
It's been a really good knock though from Ben McDermott. A 54 of just 36 has set this game up for Australia.
Yeah, the unbeaten player from this series, Matthew Wade, walks out. The skipper striking at 171, 106 runs already without being dismissed in this series. His career strike rate 135, but in this series he's striking at 171. Avesh Khan starts off with a slower one. Should be a couple of runs.
Well, it's another occasion where Ashdeep mixes it up, but he's missed again his hole, and it should have been punished. This McDermott, probably if he had his time again, would have put that somewhere over cover, I think, rather than straight down and long off. But does cover significant ground as well. Rinku Singh is really fast across the ground. Might be small, but he's quick. Covers the turf.
The third time lucky in that over, Arshdeep, with a full toss.
Yeah, that's why you saw a very muted celebration, because he knew what it deserved and what it actually got. Look at him slumping over his shoulders. As a senior bowler, as a top bowler, you back yourself to bowl, as he rightly said. It has to nail those Yorkers. He's over. Twice he was put away, third time lucky, as Deep mentioned. Series so far.
Another wicket here would make it super interesting. Oh dear. Runs are a premium. Do not need this, do you? 41 off 27 balls. You can ill afford any run. Every.
Didn't really need to throw. Comfortably inside the crease, Matthew shot. Back through as well.
Good comeback over. Bowling is also in partnerships, having gone for a few runs. Good to see Avesh backing up his bowler and his team from the other end.
Well, they've turned up in droves. Unbelievable how much Indian fans love their cricket. Again, pretty much a full house. Plenty of noise, good atmosphere. Won the series. Can they win this game?
That hurried them up. And also, as you said, they come in droves, come in huge numbers. And also, it's not as if the bigger stars of Indian cricket are on show. It's the up-and-coming players, the stars in the making, the young guns, the young Turks. And good to see them out here in big numbers to back them. Six runs so far from this over. Navish Khan would want to finish well. And that's what every bowler wants to. That's what's being talked about in team meetings. And he does that, does he? Yes. Should be a couple of runs, but it's not a boundary. 8 of the over, 124 for 5.
The Australia on course here, 37 required of 24. What India need, wicket here to the low middle order. Matthew Wade, who hasn't been dismissed so far in the series. More often than not, he's been out to bat when kind of the game's already gone. He's got an opportunity here to make a difference, Matthew Wade. The Aussie captain, he's on strike. Now Mukesh Kumar to bowl his third. And Mukesh too has been a revelation in this series, bowling in the back end of an innings. Goes hard length. And Matthew Wade, you're going to stay away from his hitting zone. The onside, like most of the power hitters do. And for Matthew's shot, I guess the length is important.
Yeah, you'd expect Mukesh Kumar to go either pace off into the wicket or full to Matthew Short, because we saw him get out the other night to Deepak Chahar, dragging a slower ball from outside off stump to deep mid-wicket. He loves to set up and baseball bat it to the leg side.
That's a puff.
Outside off stump to deep mid-wicket. He loves to set up and baseball bat it to the leg side.
That's a powerful hit down the ground. On hat-trick, Mukesh. And Nathan Ellis, the new batter, on strike. The hat-trick ball. And Deepak Chahar, the only Indian to have got a hat-trick in men's cricket. Slip in place. Mukesh Kumar, hat-trick ball. Oh. Short and wide. Quite little question asked. I don't think he's serious. Jitesh is kind of saying he's hurt something. Yeah, not enough to convince Surya. Yeah, what an over. What a delivery. And this is the last one, the hat-trick ball. Expecting a little straighter than that.
double wicket over. 129 for 7, Australia.
It'll be interesting to see whether he does take a single if he hits one of the sweepers hard. It's Ellis on strike.
That's a very good shot. That's the area he was eyeing a while ago as well, the vacant deep mid-wicket area. Got the right length and punished it.
Gee, that's a good shot. Wasn't the worst delivery either. Sort of on a line. Guess if anything, it was still inside that hitting zone that we've been talking about a lot tonight. It's forced a field change. We've got a deep mid-wicket now. Backward square. Fine leg. And in the offside now on the point region has to come back up into the circle. And mid-off goes back. Can't afford to get wide.
It has to be straight. That's very good batting. Very clever batting indeed. Low full toss again. But this time finds the gap, Matthew Wade.
Yeah, you can understand what Avesh is trying to do here, but he has to do it from over the wicket. Around the wicket just opens up the offside angle too much for Matthew Wade, and he pounces. He's just done it right now. He's coming over the wicket to try and get into that leg stump line like he did the other night in Raipur. And now it'll be interesting to see whether Wade brings out the lap sweep.
He's batted well right through the series, Matthew Wade. Unbeaten so far.
Yeah, just really handy contributions. Especially when you're chasing runs as well. 30 runs, such a handy part of it, a decent strike rate. You see already got a strike rate of 200, so the momentum's on his favour. Just keeps finding a way to hit boundaries at important times. 142 for 7. Such a huge partnership this. Not a great deal to come now.
Surya would want to keep Matthew Wade off strike as much as possible of those 13 deliveries. Last ball of the over. Slip in place. He gets a single. He wants two. He should get two. And does that. 15 from that over. It's 144 for 7. Balls, 17 runs. India has used only 5 bowlers. It's quite straightforward. It's Mukesh to bowl the 19th, and then Arshdeep. A little off colour tonight, Arshdeep. Big over, this massive over. Australia need 17 of 12. It's Matthew Wade on strike. There are 4 boundary riders on the onside and a long off, 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Again, Mukesh too would need to bowl very straight, and he's coming over the wicket.
Full toss, hasn't timed it, it's in the air. Will he reach it? Oh, he almost did, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Top effort from him.
Did absolutely nothing wrong here, Ruturaj Gaikwad, nothing. He cut the perfect angle to this delivery, so that group there shouldn't be disappointed at all in the dugout. And he hung in there really well. It's high on the bat, Matthew Wade. It's nothing of it. Just that last lunge at it. Just needed to get a little bit more distance in his final dive to allow the angle of his hands to open up towards the sky. His hands were actually down towards the earth.
As far as India is concerned, the second best thing has happened. That is Matthew Wade off strike. It's Nathan Ellis. He does well to get Matthew Wade back on strike with that single. Australia needing now 15 of 10. It has to be a good over. From an Indian perspective, a wicket as well. And ideally, Matthew Wade who's on strike. And looking at that field plot there, bottom of your screen on the left side, you see all four fielders on the boundary on the onside on Matthew Wade.
Very good shot. That is a cracking shot. That went like a tracer bullet to the boundary.
Wow, that's almost one of the shots of the night, if not the shot. Mukesh Kumar goes to Yorker. If anything, he's just probably got his line a little bit too wide as we see the replay. Yes, just outside off, and that's enough for Wade to pounce. Clears that front leg so he can access the offside region, and he's pounded that through cover for 4.
Pretty simple equation at this stage. Wade has to get out. To get Wade out, Australia under pressure.
Oh, had no idea there, Matthew Wade.
Got the cue end of the bat. That's what saved him.
We've seen a lot of toe end action tonight. Travis Head early got bat change. Ben McDermott bat change. That was going to crash into the stumps as well, so it was on target.
Two more deliveries to go in this over. Australia need 11 of 8. It's maybe the same field for Mukesh. Had a single. Ellis to face the last ball of the over. In control right now, Australia, of this run chase. 10 required of 7.
Yeah, the Australian batsman talking there. This is a free hit for Ellis. He can bring that equation down here. Allows Matthew Wade to be on strike for the final set of 6. And if he finds the boundary, he could almost kill this game off to make it easy for Wade in the last over.
Like you said, a bit of a free hit this. Got to keep in mind 3 wickets in hand only for Australia. Last ball. Now won't take single. It's going to be Matthew Wade on strike for the last 6 deliveries. 151 for 7.
With the Asian wisdom of Cosmo.
Yeah, 10 required of 6. Yeah, possibility. Super over.
Arshdeep now.
He's got to defend. 9 runs. That's what he's got in his bank. Arshdeep Singh. He's gone for a few tonight. Now for 37 of his 3. Matthew Wade on strike. It's almost the same field. 4 boundary riders on the onside. A deep point on the off. Arshdeep to Matthew Wade. Goes short and high. Wide not given. 1 for the over. Matthew Wade's not happy with that. And he's quite crossed with that decision, Matthew Wade. That's a dot ball. Now 10 required of 5.
See why he was upset. That's definitely a wide. Way over his head, Matthew Wade there. Just also has to be in batting position as well. He was standing up on that ball. It was still over his head.
Can he keep his cool, Matthew Wade? 10 of 5.
Well bowled. Arshdeep doing really well here.
He's got to let go of the last ball. Staring out towards the umpire there is not going to do it any good whatsoever. Got to find a way to get back on track here. 4 balls, 10 required, Matthew Wade. Couple of good strikes, bang, bang. You can go home with your head held high as a captain.
He's going down to the wire. Really good start. The over, 2 dot balls. 4 balls left, 10 required, same field. Sui urging the crowd on. Arshdeep, Matthew Wade
Sweeps it and sweeps it straight to the fielder. That's the wicket India needed. And Arshdeep, cool as a cucumber. And India's back into this game. Matthew Wade still not happy, still thinking about that decision, I reckon. But he's got to go back now.
Superb from Arshdeep. Hasn't been his night so far, but he's executing under pressure. It was probably there to hit, but Matthew Wade didn't collect it. And under pressure, Shreyas Iyer takes the catch at long on. That's huge from India's perspective. Now Jason Behrendorff enters the fray with 10 needed off 3 balls. Wade goes for 22 and Australia.
Jason Behrendorff.
And to close the series as India win